Imagine a swarm of thousands of drones flying low over the churning surf, each one hunting for a single target in a massive invading force. Now picture this happening not in Eastern Europe, but in the Western Pacific, defending Taiwan's shores from the world's largest military. What if the same tactics that stunned Russia could decide the future of Asia? To understand the stakes, let's rewind. For decades, Taiwan has lived under the shadow of a potential invasion from China. The baseline estimate for such an operation? At least 300,000 troops would be needed, according to a comprehensive U.S. Naval War College study. Moving that many people, and their vehicles, across the treacherous Taiwan Strait is a logistical nightmare. China's solution has been ingenuity: massive mobile piers, bridge barges, and a blend of old-school and modern amphibious assault tactics, honed since World War II. But here is the critical twist. The nature of warfare is changing, and Taiwan is taking notes. When Ukraine unleashed a wave of small, inexpensive drones against Russian air bases on the 1st of June, it set off alarm bells everywhere. Experts worldwide saw a new era dawning, one where agility, low cost, and innovation can outmaneuver brute force. Dr. Mei Chia-ling, a defense analyst in Taipei, put it succinctly: Ukraine's ingenuity in adapting commercial drones for military purposes demonstrates the asymmetric advantage Taiwan can achieve by focusing on agile, low-cost solutions. With this wake-up call, Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense launched Project Flying Fortress, aiming to roll out at least 3,000 military-grade drones by the end of 2025. These are not just eyes in the sky, but electronic warriors, reconnaissance, electronic warfare, and even AI-powered swarms. The U.S. is all in, embedding personnel to train Taiwan's forces using real-world lessons from the Ukrainian front lines. And to turbocharge innovation, Taiwan's government fast-tracked new laws, handing out tax incentives and subsidies to homegrown drone manufacturers. The island is racing to become the Silicon Valley of drone warfare. But China is not standing still. Beijing's generals are already rehearsing how to jam and disrupt Taiwan's drone command networks. The People's Liberation Army staged large-scale cyber and electronic warfare drills, signaling that any technological advantage Taiwan gains will be contested every inch of the way. Meanwhile, cyber attacks against Taiwan's drone industry have surged by 400% in just the last quarter, an invisible battle for the very future of aerial combat. The stakes go beyond the battlefield. Shipping insurance rates for vessels crossing the Taiwan Strait have soared by 30%, with insurers openly citing the risk of drone attacks as the main driver. Investors from Taiwan's global diaspora are pouring money into drone parts factories, hoping to secure a resilient supply chain before any blockade can bite. Even everyday citizens are being trained in drone defense and counter-drone tactics, with public awareness campaigns framing vigilance as a civic duty. Yet for all this momentum, an uneasy question hangs in the air. Can Taiwan's drone revolution really neutralize China's overwhelming firepower, or will Beijing's cyber and electronic countermeasures tip the balance right back? The world is watching, and what happens next could shape the fate of the entire Indo-Pacific. Let's look ahead. What could the future hold as this technological arms race between Taiwan and China accelerates? The consequences may ripple far beyond the Taiwan Strait, shaping global security and even the future of warfare itself. If Taiwan's strategy succeeds, we may see the island transform into a true leader in drone warfare. Imagine a country of only 23 million people out-innovating and outmaneuvering the world's most populous nation using swarms of autonomous, AI-driven drones, systems born from Taiwan's deep expertise in semiconductors and precision manufacturing. With relentless R&D and support from allies, Taiwan could forge a new drone dominance, deterring aggression with technology that is agile, adaptable, and hard to counter. But there are risks too. China is not standing still. Its recent military exercises have focused heavily on jamming, cyber attacks, and the disruption of drone command networks. As one report noted, cyber espionage efforts targeting Taiwanese drone makers soared by 400% in just the last quarter. Beijing could seek to erect a digital iron curtain, using cyber warfare and economic coercion to undermine Taiwan from within, without ever firing a shot. This would test not only Taiwan's tech, but also its resilience as a society. There's another unsettling possibility: the risk of accidental escalation. With thousands of drones buzzing over the Taiwan Strait, the chance of a drone swarm incident, whether through miscalculation or provocation, has never been higher. In such a high-stakes environment, Even small sparks could ignite a much larger conflict, drawing in the United States and its allies. So, what does all this mean for you, the viewer? First, Taiwan's struggle is more than a local story. It's a real-time experiment in how innovation can level the playing field against overwhelming force. As Dr. Mei Chia-ling says, Ukraine's ingenuity in adapting commercial drones for military purposes demonstrates the asymmetric advantage Taiwan can achieve by focusing on agile, low-cost solutions. For countries and companies everywhere, the lesson is clear. Agility, creativity, and rapid adaptation can outmatch sheer scale. Second, we're entering an era where civilian technology, drones, AI, commercial electronics, shapes national defense just as much as tanks and jets. Taiwan's civilian drone industry and diaspora investors are now on the front lines, racing to secure supply chains and keep their edge. The implication? In the next conflict, your smartphone components or the code you write could be as decisive as anything in a military arsenal. Finally, this arms race is not just about machines, it's about people. Taiwan's mandatory drone defense training for all reservists and public awareness campaigns show how defense is becoming a whole society effort. Every citizen is a potential defender, every tech worker a potential innovator. As Admiral James Stavridis puts it, the U.S. needs to expedite the transfer of advanced drone technology and expertise to Taiwan, viewing it as a critical component of a broader deterrence strategy against China. So, can Taiwan's innovation and asymmetric tactics truly offset China's overwhelming military might? The answer is nuanced. Technology alone is not a silver bullet, but it can dramatically raise the cost and complexity of invasion, buying precious time and deterring aggression. Taiwan's best chance lies in a smart defense, combining cutting-edge drones, resilient cyber defenses, and a mobilized society. China's countermeasures are formidable, but history shows that innovation often surprises even the most powerful adversaries. Here's a secret fact. Few realize that during Ukraine's most successful drone attacks, many of the components, microchips, sensors, and batteries, originated from Taiwanese factories. In a sense, Taiwan's battle for survival is already shaping the world's conflicts, one innovation at a time. If you found this story eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the forces shaping our future. What do you think? Is the future of war decided by innovation or by raw power? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time.